philosophical question. You've both spent a lot of time talking about leadership, about who's ready and who has the right judgment to lead if elected president. And a leader's judgment is most tested at times of crisis. And I'm wondering if both of you will describe what was the moment that tested you the most, that moment of crisis? Senator Obama?
Well, I wouldn't point to a single moment, and what I look at is the trajectory of my life, because I was raised by a single mom. My father left when I was 2, and I was raised by my mother and my grandparents. And there were rocky periods during my youth where I made mistakes and was off course. And what was most important in my life was learning to take responsibility for my own actions, learning to take responsibility for not only my own actions, but how I can bring people together to actually have an impact on the world. And so working as a community organizer on the streets of Chicago with ordinary people, bringing them together and organizing them to provide jobs and health care and economic security to people who didn't have it, then working as a civil rights attorney and rejecting the jobs on Wall Street to fight for those who were being discriminated against on the job. That cumulative experience, I think, is the judgment that I now bring. It's the reason that I have the capacity to bring people together, and it's the reason why I am determined to make sure that the American people get a government that is worthy of their decency and their generosity.
Well, I think everybody here knows I've lived through some crises and some challenging moments in my life, and I am grateful for the support and the prayers of countless Americans. But people often ask me, how do you do it? How do you keep going? And I just have to shake my head in wonderment, because with all of the challenges that I've had, they are nothing compared to what I see happening in the lives of Americans every single day. A few months ago, I was honored to be asked, along with Senator McCain, as the only 2 elected officials, to speak at the opening of the Intrepid Center at Brooke Medical Center in San Antonio. A center designed to take care of and provide rehabilitation for our brave young men and women who have been injured in war. And I remember sitting up there and watching them come in. Those who could walk were walking. Those who had lost limbs were trying with great courage to get themselves in without the help of others. Some were in wheelchairs and some were on gurneys. And the speaker representing these wounded warriors had most of his face disfigured by the results of fire from a roadside bomb. The hits I've taken in life are nothing compared to what goes on every single day in the lives of people across our country. And I resolved at a very young age that I'd been blessed, and that I was called by my faith and by my upbringing to do what I could to give others the same opportunities and blessings that I took for granted. That's what gets me up in the morning. That's what motivates me in this campaign. And no matter what happens in this contest, and I am honored to be here with Barack Obama. I am absolutely honored. And, whatever happens, we're going to be fine. We have strong support from our families and our friends. I just hope that we'll be able to say the same thing about the American people. And that's what this election should be about.
celebration here in Austin, Texas. Our thanks to Senator Barack Obama and Senators Hillary Clinton. Appreciate your time tonight. And to John and Jorge as well. We also want to thank our debate partners, Univision, the University of Texas at Austin, and the Texas Democratic Party, and the LBJ Library as well as the City of Austin. Stay with CNN on March 4th for complete coverage of the primary results in Texas, Ohio, Vermont, Rhode Island. I'm Campbell Brown in Austin. This debate will be broadcast in Spanish later tonight on the Univision television network. It'll air at 11:30 p.m. Eastern and 10:30 p.m. Central. Anderson Cooper now on the best political team in television with debate analysis. Anderson? Holding you up.
Well, there they are, Senators Obama.